as I was saying, I was looking for the Gemuk, the Juanita, the Gemuk Ukhti, spouse. You can see by my eyes I'm a little bit tired. Laying down, resting, whatever, on a flat floor, whatever, is not easy. I've been forced into homelessness or not having a place to live by terror designation. My father's side of the family, my brother, they are wealthy, they're affluent, they have money. From the very beginning, because of my facial features, my father's side is not of slave ancestry. They were mostly not slaves. They are not of slave ancestry. My father's side is not slave, not Afro-slave or esclava. My mother's side, pure, lowest slave ancestry from South Carolina bloodlines, Charleston, South, low country bloodlines. So a lot of my father's side had disdain, they had disgust for my mother's side. They didn't like that my mother's side was of slave ancestry. But they never told her that. My mother would never want to hear that. She wouldn't want to believe it. But it's true. So a lot of what was taken from us, we can retrieve it through marriage, but not marrying women of Irish ancestry, Scottish, Irish ancestry, Americans or Canadians of Scottish, Irish. You're not getting it. If you do, you're going to marry them, you're going to have to give up a lot. You're going to have to give up a lot to live under the precincts of those women, their homes, their country, their communities, their culture. You're going to have to respect it, and you're going to have to give up a lot of the things you may hold dear as being masculine or being the man of the house, of the family, you're not going to be able to have that with those women. Trust me. You know what I'm talking about. They come from a matriarchal, strong, woman-dominated culture. Those ethnic groups. Men do not wear the pants in their culture. Women have a lot of say, and they can stomp their feet and walk out whenever they're good and ready. They should do so if you're abusive, but they can do it even if you're not abusive. Even if it's a turn of the mood or you rub them the wrong way, they can do it. See, you don't want that. We lost, a lot was taken away from my ethnic group, a lot. And the thing is, right now, this is the gutter to please the State Department or other officials of the CIA or FBI. This is the gutter that they want to see me in, this gutter. Good, we broke him down. The program was successful. There's an illegal program going on. It's worse than COINTELPRO, and I'm one of the primary experiments, guinea pigs, of how you can not curtail, how you can delay the progress of anybody that's suspect or you don't like, using intelligence gathering tools, surveillance tools, so on and so forth. A person that you don't like and that you have disdain for racially, ethnically, religiously, or the combination thereof of all. You know, how you can actually immiserate them without actually locking them up. You don't have to lock them up. So what they've done with the dating services, the matchmaking services, because I don't deal with dating, we don't date in Islam. When I've tried to reach out for marriage for services like myjodo.net, major Malaysian service. They contacted the owners, cited, and highlight the photo and say you're a fraud. You know, they say you're a goddamn liar. You're a goddamn fucking liar. And they can easily be proven out. Say you're a fraud out in the charlatan. We got people in England, major people getting locked up for molesting and raping children. Major, big guys, House of Lords and all that. Locked up. For years they run around the world with privy and with pomp and circumstance. These guys are raping kids left and right. And call me a fraud, say I'm a pervert because I have photos between myself and my former fiance who I love. We shared private photos. They took and they perused those photos, went all in those photos in an investigation of terror. Got the Israelis involved, and get them angry, the angry Ashkenazis, the Jewish community. When they get angry at you, oh boy, people of Ashkenazi ancestry, oh, you can forget it. Man, Jewish Ashkenazi ancestry, when they get angry at you, brother, you're done, man. Especially, you're not done, but, you're going to have it real bad, especially Israelis. They bring them in falsely, man, bring them involved, and they believe it. All that kind of stuff. These people are liars. These are consummate liars, man. And they go after poor Blackie because poor Blackie doesn't have the money for adequate legal representation. This is what Justice Andrew J. Napolitano, he warned about. He warned about this, man. He warned you people, and you people voted these fuckers right in, man. You voted their powers that they have right in. And they do this as a guinea pig because when it gets unpopular, something else nasty, they'll roll it out to the rest of you. Right now, Joe Nigger, who's going through it, it doesn't bother you while Joe Nigger is going through it, but when it's rolled out to the rest of you, you'll cry at night, trust me. You'll cry. And they contact service like myjodo.net. They contact the Cinta services, tell them this guy's a fraud. You know, even people, sisters have wrote me emails saying, we can see that it's posted, everybody, it says that you're a fraud. I mean, what the fuck? I couldn't even see it. I couldn't see it, but other people could see that something's pasted saying I'm a fraud and a charlatan. And it's not true, man. So that people don't marry you, you don't reproduce. That you reproduce with what? There are energies. Some people are using ley lines, some sort of sorcery, other things to have black Americans reproduce trash and put their semen, put their seed in trash. And women nobody is trash, but sort of a trash quality, women that are not intent on a clean or pure lifestyle, and they have things that are wrong with them, or they were penetrated, or they have a lot of mileage in them, or deceit, or they're horny, which you would call barahi, high libido. That libido is not a disciplined libido for one person. Focus on one man. Then you have other problems. See, they try to mess up your bloodlines out. Dirty shit going on out here, man. Astaghfirullah al-azim wa a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. A'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim kathiran. So the thing is, we Afro-Americans, a lot of us are not protected from these evils. We don't have any backup. We don't have any family backup. I didn't know my wealthy family. My brother's side, my father had disdain for me once I became Muslim over 21 years ago. I didn't know that they hated that. I only knew when I started having problems recently with the government. Then I found out how much they really hated, disliked Islam. And there may have been intimation, or there may have been reference to my family, the wealthiest side of my family, that I was brainwashed by Islam, and it's not true. It's a complete lie. This is a complete goddamn bald-faced lie. That's another term you won't hear immigrants say. Complete lie, and I have no defense about it. And everybody, ACLU, Anthony Romero, head of Northern California ACLU, Lawyers Guild, nobody has done nothing. You see this, how I'm gesturing this like a zero, like a donut? Nothing. That's what they've done. Nothing for me, man. Maybe take a little information, note the case, that's it. Nobody's done nothing for me, man, as far as I can see, tangibly. So I've been trying to nikah, to marry, and these bums, these charlatans have been able to bilk women, good Australian women, good Malayu women, others in Malaysia, and then they bilk women out of millions of rupiah, millions of ringgit, when a man like me is just asking for the moral support. And that I'm in the streets, but I want to work. I am a lorry driver, and that with good support, a little bit of moral support and encouragement, I could possibly make $10,000 to $20,000 US per month easily. As a specialized as a lorry driver, if support and understanding, I wouldn't ask for millions of rupiah or millions of ringgit or hundreds of thousands of Sing dollars. I wouldn't ask for anything like that. No outrageous amounts like that, man. Nothing, man. Some of my cases when I wanted to go to Australia to do heavy equipment training, it would cost me no more than $10,000 US, maybe 15,000 US or Sing dollars at the most, which is like maybe 40 or 50,000 ringgit. I'd make that money back in 2 or 3 months easily. No more than that. And yet people want to label you and say you're a con man, you're a flim-flam, you're a charlatan, you're a parasite. You use people, you cheat, and then you have the fists waiting for you in the ISA Act detention and say you are going to sign, you are going to write that you're a cheat, or you will get hit, I clap you, or you will start drowning you in the water. You're going to sign this letter because somebody from back home in your country wants this letter. And they use that letter later on against you as well. May God protect us from the designs of the devil and his acolytes. Ameen. Allahumma ameen.